and gentlemen, welcome to the ACW Alliance Championship Wrestling. Hello everyone, I'm your commentator MJ. We're coming live from the ACW Arena in Phoenix, Arizona. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a tornado tag team match scheduled for one fall, and it's for the ACW Tag Team Championships. Introducing the challengers first. From Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, Bron Breakker! Well, Bron Breakker set to compete tonight with a mystery partner. We have no idea who it is to take on the most dominant ACW Tag Team Champions in the form of King and Craig Marduk. Yeah, but it looks like, though, folks, our notification bell has been exploding as of late with more requests for ACW matches. And yet with newer comers as of late. And yet more importantly, we've been having notifications from everyone around the world of what's been going on for ACW Divide and Conquer last month. Yeah, but it was an all-out war. It was a war upon finding out that every fan around the world was not happy for what Gunther did to Ken Shamrock. Yeah, but who's Bron Breakker's partner? What the? No, it can't be him. And his tag team partner from Japan, weighing in at 228 pounds, Mr. Satani! Oh my God. Videl's father is the mystery partner of Bron Breakker. I don't know how Bron Breakker found it, but we were told he was suspended after arriving to the arena late as of late. Yeah, but it looks like he's arrived. And the suspension was lifted by General Manager Noah Anderson and founder of ACW Shadow Fiend last week. And no doubt about it, last week we were trying to go over a lot of details, but fans around the world were not happy for what Gunther has been doing to Ken Shamrock as of late, with the ultimate disrespect after another. Well, from the looks of it, it looks like we're giving you fans around the world a treat tonight, because coming up later on, our third matchup, Ken Shamrock will be in tag team action against Gunther and one-half members of Imperium. Knowing his tornado tag team action against Imperium, but who did Ken Shamrock bring to be his partner? We'll find out later on our third matchup, and here come the champions in the form of King and Craig Marduk. Well, King has still got a title opportunity, and from Tijuana, Mexico, weighing in at 241 pounds, he is one half of the ACW Tag Team Champions, King! Well, King, still one half of the Tag Team Champions, knowing coming up this Sunday night, he will meet the one and only, the Boogeyman, who won the 8-man Battle Royal last month. People were still complaining about that as well. And of course, the champion, Darby Allin, for the ACW World Heavyweight title in Las Vegas, Nevada, taking place at the T-Mobile Arena. Man, that arena has a huge history already, as enough as it is. Yeah, but for King and Craig Marduk's case, who knows what could happen with these tag titles on the line against Mr. Satani and Bron Breakker. Well, Bron Breakker's been trying to find a way out of ACW and hopefully join his dad, Rick Steiner, on whatever show both father and son are a part of. Well, we're bound to find out sooner or later. Last Tuesday night, our cameraman fixed the lenses on the camera, and we had to apologize about that, folks. And man, fans are exploding already enough as it is. And we had to apologize about that, folks, of our notifications. But right now, though, this show and ACW's Alliance Championship Wrestling is brought to you in part by Water Street Pizzeria. If you're ever in Las Vegas, Nevada, or downtown Henderson, check out Water Street Pizzeria and try the gluten-free pizza. As Colt 412 promises, satisfaction guaranteed. And by Gordy Gameplay Reacts, Spider-Man Reacts. For more great wrestling content, superhero content like Star Wars, Redeem of the Force, Chapter 5th, coming soon. And of course, GW Wrestling, coming soon in May. And from Sydney, Australia, weighing in at 108 pounds. He is one half of the ACW Tag Team Champions, Craig Marduk. Well, like I said though, folks, brought to you in part by Gordy Gameplay Reacts, Spider-Man Reacts. For more great wrestling content, superhero content like Star Wars, Redeem of the Force, Chapter 5th, coming soon, and of course GWE Wrestling, check out Gordy Gameplay Reacts, Spider-Man Reacts. Yeah, no doubt about it. And I've already ordered myself some gluten-free pepperoni pizza tonight from Water Street Pizzeria. No doubt about that. And already. And Colt 412 was right. Real satisfaction guaranteed. And right now, though, Craig Marduk in the ring with the tag team titles on the line as King and Craig Marduk put their championships on the line. And they held on to those titles for the past few months now, ever since arriving to ACW, and won the championships due to elimination fashion against Imperium. Yeah, no doubt about it. Yet, though, folks, we've been receiving new buzz as of late from our fans. That they want some new talent. They don't want to see the old talent here in ACW, but it looks like we're going to give you something you never thought you ever see on an ACW show. Yeah, no doubt about it, because we already know that coming up next after this matchup, before the Boogeyman can even make it this Sunday, he's got a one-on-one match later on tonight. And we're being told it's against someone new coming to ACW. Yeah, but we have no idea who it is, but we're going to find out coming up next after this matchup's all said and done. Yeah, no doubt about it, as Darby Allin, on the other hand, is set to defend his Next Generation title coming up later on in our main event. Yeah, no doubt about it, because he's got to defend his ACW World Heavyweight title this Sunday night. And man, Mr. Satan E getting his butt whipped by these two super heavyweights. King from Tijuana, Mexico, Craig Marduk from Sydney, Australia. Yeah, these guys are super heavyweights and already the most dominant champions in ACW history. Is already going to town here, and a cutter from the second rope. King taking something out of Chris Bay's playbook. A TNW legend, no less. And Mr. Satan E back to his feet into an inverted face buster. Yeah, but what's Mr. Satan E going to do? I don't know. Craig Marduk fighting back here. An inverted belly-to-belly suplex off the corner, and a big clothesline by Bron Breakker, the son of Rick Steiner, giving it his all. Oh my God! Somersault over the top rope. Champions in trouble. Could we have new champs? No. We were close. I thought for sure we had new tag team champions. But Mr. Satan E comes back with a face buster. Yeah, well, Bron Breakker is on the barricade thanks to King earlier. Springboard forearm by Mr. Satan E, and Bron Breakker fighting back here in this match. Well, he's not giving up on what's on the line. The ACW Tag Team Championships. Mr. Satan E's been on ACW before in the record books, and so is Master Roshi, after being assigned over to the ACW roster, thanks to the founder of ACW, Shadow Fiend, knowing that Master Roshi was the waiter during the last TNW story we had years ago, in TNW history to be precise, when Master Roshi was the waiter for Shadow Fiend and Hinata's dated look like, or a little get together. I don't know what that was all about. But whatever that was all about, I think that got resolved those years ago when Shadow Fiend proved the point that Naruto still cares about his wife, Hinata, any way that he can. No doubt about it, after fighting for her that following time. And thus far, though, right in the middle of a war zone. And Bron Breakker again with a somersault over the top rope. Yeah, well, Mr. Satan E and Craig Marduk are going at it, while King and Bron Breakker are going at it. A powerbomb! My God, a powerbomb on the concrete. That's concrete, dang it. These guys got to get back in the ring. There are no pinfalls or submissions on the outside. They got to bring it back to the ring. Speaking of pinfalls and submissions, we're being told that Tornado Tag Team match with Ken Shamrock and his mystery partner against Gunther, and of course, one of other members of Imperium, as Giovanni will be at ringside for that match. in a Tornado Tag Team hardcore match where there will be no rules and pinfalls and submissions will count anywhere. Well, that's going to be a big-time moment for Ken Shamrock to get a little retribution on Gunther right before his huge ambulance match coming up this Sunday. And from the looks of it, where you know that Karrion Kross has his own target that we're being told from the back ever since that war he had. And wait a minute! Craig Marduk just took off the turnbuckle pad. Oh, that's going to backfire. Oh my God! Mr. Saint Denis just slammed Craig Marduk into the exposed turnbuckle area. Like as I was saying though, folks, we're being told that Karrion Kross is irate after his loss to Roman Reigns, and he wants retribution on the bloodline. Well, that stomp on the back of the head, match still going thanks to King. Craig Marduk nipped up. King was looking for the trifecta of clotheslines, but it looked like Craig Marduk interrupted it. Oh, King rolling out to the floor here. Shoulder tackle by Craig Marduk and a clothesline by Bron Breakker. We're being told that Karrion Kross will take on Jimmy Uso. Apparently, we're being told it's an ambulance match of his own. Well, from the looks of it, I think Jimmy Uso may be in a world of trouble when he takes on the Toll Man, Karrion Kross, inside an ambulance match at TNW Las Vegas in your House 8. The Roman Reigns got off lucky last month when Scarlett was the guest referee. She called it down the line as she saw it, but played by the rules as any other official would do. Yeah, no doubt about it. As right now, though, Bron Breakker has got King right where he wants him. Double teamed by the teammates. Double suplex. And oh my God, right on the concrete. These guys have got to be nuts. As far as I do know, Bron Breakker and Craig Marduk collided there for a moment. And Craig Marduk brought Bron Breakker back to the ring. And oh my God, a sit-up powerbomb on the outside by King. And listen to the ovation. And oh my God, Bron Breakker went skill first off the exposed turnbuckle pad. Bron Breakker Craig Marduk off the ropes, and that big boot. Look at that coast-to-coast big boot on Bron Breakker, and the match is still going on. Thus far, though, there hasn't been a decisive winner just yet. These guys are pulling at all the stops tonight. And Craig Marduk right now dominating Bron Breakker in the early goings, while Mr. Saint Denis is knocked out like a light right out in the outside. He's got to have an injured back as far as I do know. Wait a minute. King. A double-legged Boston grab locked in on Bron Breakker. And Bron Breakker in trouble while Mr. Saint Denis saved the matchup for him and his partner. Don't forget the tag titles are on the line. Cover. And Mr. Saint Denis again interrupted it. Well, Mr. Saint Denis not going to give up. And there's a leg drop from King. Cover the match. Is that it? 2. And King and Craig Marduk are still champions. Yeah, well, think about this. It'll be champion versus champion this Sunday. Here are your winners, and still ACW Tag Team Champions, King and Craig Marduk. Well, what a win for these men. But think about this. It's champion versus champion in the triple threat elimination match. Yeah, but if Boogeyman eliminates King, who knows what could happen? Yeah, no doubt about it here. But folks, stick around. Coming up next, things really intensified enough. Boogeyman in one-on-one action with someone new coming to ACW. We have no idea who it is, but find out. Coming to you live and next. We're back live. Oh, no. I hate it when this man does that when he comes out here. Here comes the Boogeyman, who won the 8-man Battle Royal last month. Yeah, no doubt about it, as he already did a statement well known in the ring, saying like he wants to be the champion of the world. And then pointed out that the Boogeyman. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is going to pour one fall, making his way to the ring from the bottomless pit, weighing in at 260 pounds, the Boogeyman! Well, as I was about to say, though, last month, the Boogeyman pointing out that he will be the champion of the world. And then pointing out to both King and Darby Allin that Boogeyman is coming to get ya. Well, let's just pray and hope they don't come to that, because it's a triple threat elimination match this Sunday in one of the biggest arenas in the history of Vegas already, the T-Mobile Arena. No doubt about it. It's already had too much history ever since our latest Las Vegas Senior House back in late 2020. No doubt about it. And already the Boogeyman in the ring. Oh my God, he still freaks me out. I just pray and hope he don't win the title coming up this Sunday against Darby Allin and, of course, King. Well, Darby Allin's been champion ever since winning both titles. What the? Who's that? Well, it's our new signee. I think I know who that is. And his opponent from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 298 pounds, Owen! Well, Owen, the former friend of the delinquent Duncan, has arrived. Yeah, but this man is not 298 pounds. This man looks about 398 pounds. This guy's a super heavyweight. Just look at the size of this man. Another man from Canada, no less. Well, already knowing that this is going to be a war for the Boogeyman, because he's got to go up against this guy who weighs about 398 pounds. Here we go. Match underway as Owen ducked the flying clothesline and getting right in the face of the Boogeyman. Oh, look out. An amazing power slam by Owen due to the size advantage he has against this man. And, oh, my God. What was Owen thinking? I don't know. Looking for what looked to be a springboard cutter. A man that big shouldn't be on the ropes. Due to Owen's size, he weighs about 398 pounds. Now, he was shocked enough that the Boogeyman could pick this guy up. But Owen made his hammers at the top rope. Referee saw it. Called for the rope break. Yeah, but a smart move there. Just right after King and Craig Monarch retained their titles, Darby Allin looked on from the rafters, sending a message back to King of what's to come this Sunday. Yeah, well, I pray and hope it don't come to it for the Boogeyman, because he's familiar with the World of Darkness. As Owen is 398 pounds, this guy is a super heavyweight. And whoa! Spine buster by the Boogeyman, a spine on the pine. Yeah, well, the Boogeyman trying to fight back here against the newcomer, Owen, trying to shatter this young man's in-ring debut. I just pray and hope you don't give him any worms tonight. That'd be disgusting. And don't remind me about that. Just, ugh. In the meantime, Owen fighting back here with a flying shoulder tackle. And for a man that big, who knows what he could do now? I don't know. Well, for the big right hand, missing the contact. Well, he didn't miss that time. Aiming right for the leg of the Boogeyman. And now Boogeyman in trouble. Whoa! Boogeyman countered it into a tornado DDT. Using Owen's shoulder as leverage there. A smart move by the Boogeyman. And an axe handle right to the back. And yet though, folks, Boogeyman had tried to offer me some worms the last time I saw him. He just disgusted me. And I had to leave the commentary area that night. And man, even the crew and staff had to clean up the mess. And oh man, the power slam by Boogeyman from the bottomless pit. Down went Owen. Yeah, but I didn't know the Boogeyman had that kind of strength. Owen weighs about 398 pounds. Well, Owen with a belly-to-belly suplex. The young man is from Canada, after all, while the delinquent Duncan is from Toronto. Referee at a 7 count here. Boogeyman trying to shatter this young man's in-ring debut. I mean, this guy is huge. Right now, the referee in on the cover. Is that all? 2? No! Boogeyman can't believe it. Owen kicked out at 2.5. And uh-oh. Uh-oh. 2-handed choke bomb. Can he get him up? 2-handed choke bomb. Cover. 2. No. Owen How is this young man able to stay alive here against this boogeyman right here? I don't know. But he's showing no fear when fighting with this man. Yeah, but the boogeyman is disgusting. All right. Trying to do whatever it takes to be champion and get out of ACW. And what a springboard by the 398-pounder. I don't know how he's pulling it off, but he can do it. Cover the match. Is that all? No. Owen had it won. But Boogeyman got the left shoulder up at 2.5. Yeah, but Owen realizing, what do I do now? I think we're about to find out. Owen's got him up. Powerbomb. The powerbomb on the Boogeyman. Owen off the ropes. Look out, the big splash. Cover. 2. And Owen wins his in-ring debut tonight. What a win for Owen. Here's your winner, Owen. Well, for a man that big, winning his incredible in-ring debut tonight after taking out the Boogeyman. Well, how is Boogeyman gonna survive against King and, of course, the one and only Darby Allin? Well, we're gonna find out coming up this Sunday. And folks, stick around. Coming up next, Ken Shamrock and his mystery partner versus Imperium in Tornado Tag Team Hardcore action. Oh boy, that matchup is huge, and it's live, and it's next. And we are back live here in the ACW Arena. And here comes Imperium. Knowing Giovanni will be at ringside for this match. Knowing Gunther, on the other hand, won the gauntlet match last month and will face Ken Shamrock in the ambulance match. Knowing there are no rules in that match, plain and simple. While Imperium, in the meantime, looking like straight out of World War II soldiers, no less. No pun intended, of course, folks. But let's go to our ring announcer. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a Tornado Tag Team Hardcore match scheduled for one fall, and it's accompanied by Giovanni Tenfenchen, weighing in at 517 pounds. The team of Gunther and Ivan Eldraka Imperium. Well, ring announcer mixed up tonight, as Imperium tonight in the ring. Actually, Kaiser is, that's his last name, Kaiser. Ivan Kaiser and Giovanni already have a lot on their plates tonight. They want to be the tag team champions, but however, after that losing streak they've been having last year, they need to earn it. But from the looks of it, we have no idea who Ken Shamrock brought in as a partner. But we're going to find out right here and now. It's not a new signing to ACW. It's someone from Ken Shamrock's past that he's brought in. Yeah, but we have no idea who it is. And can he be trusted? And can they work together? Well, we're bound to find out right here and now as we wait for the arrival of Gunther and that man's opponent. One of the opponents, in fact. Here comes Ken Shamrock. And their opponents first, from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 205 pounds, the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock! Well, Ken Shamrock has been on a path to destruction for the past whole month. He's been losing his temper as of late, but Noah Anderson has been calming him down, knowing that's his bodyguard. Yeah, well, Ken Shamrock has been on a path of destruction for the past month. But right now, though, it begs the question, who's his partner tonight? Question, who is it? Well, we're going to find out in a momentarily here. Uh-oh! I think the gates of hell have opened! It's Kane! And representing the Brothers of Destruction, from parts unknown, weighing in at 323 pounds, Kane! Unbelievable! The Big Red Machine Kane has arrived. Yeah, but don't forget the history between Kane and Ken Shamrock. former members of the corporation. No doubt about it, since the late 90s. And I think Ken Shamrock may have persuaded Kane to give him a hand against Imperium tonight. Yeah, but this is one way to send a message tenfold. Ken Shamrock letting Gunther know, you have your friends, I have mine. Ken Shamrock can't take his eyes off of Gunther after what happened last month. Gunther pushed Ken Shamrock, and Shamrock got so mad, Noah Anderson had to hold him back and made the matchup well known and surprised everyone in a special guest referee match last month. Yeah, no doubt about it. Leg drop from behind. And speaking of guest referee matches, we're being told that a lot can happen here in ECW along with TNW and the HWF, but you're bound to see what else can happen. Oh my God! Gunther just slammed Ken Shamrock spine first off that steel chair right next to my announcer's table. Yeah, well, Ken Shamrock coming back here in this fight against Gunther. Imperium right now in trouble as Ken Shamrock dominating the fight in the early goings. Oh, Kane looking for a weapon, and uh-oh! Kane is familiar with that kendo stick. And Kane threw the kendo stick at both members of Imperium. Oh, you hear that? These fans in the ACW arena want tables. Imperium, in the meantime, looking to dominate these two legends. But don't forget, Kane is a Hall of Famer, no less, and a legend. Yeah, no doubt about it. We would have loved to see Ken Shamrock in the Hall of Fame someday, but Ken Shamrock don't care. All he cares about is payback. You know, you talk about it, and Gunther's got the chair. Well, one half of the other members of Imperium has got Ken Shamrock in a cover position. Well, that chair hit that man right in his face. As Kaiser is in trouble, and Ken Shamrock from behind trying to help out Kane. And Shamrock, oh my God, Kaiser launched himself into both men. And it looks like Imperium is doing whatever it takes to win. Yeah, well, Ken Shamrock nailed the power slam on Kaiser. Don't forget, Ken Shamrock was the one who pinned Kaiser last month and was the one who made the match up personally in the gauntlet. Yeah, well, no doubt about it. And oh man, Kane trying to fight back early. He's got. Yeah. Uh-oh. Folks, we just received word that it's just been announced for this Sunday in Las Vegas, Nevada. A casket match for the first time ever in ACW's history. We are having a casket match between Kaiser and Kane. Yeah, well, don't forget, Kane feels right at home in a casket match, including his brother, The Undertaker. No doubt about it. And Kaiser saving his boss, Gunther, that time. Yeah, well, Imperium is desperate. Springboard, knocking Gunther down, including Ken Shamrock. Well, Shamrock kicked out of that one. Knowing Kaiser will meet Kane in a casket match coming up this Sunday. And Giovanni, wait a minute, with an uppercut. That's not fair. Yeah, well, Giovanni's not even involved in this match. Well, there's no disqualifications. Nothing the referee can do about it. Power slam by Ken Shamrock to Kaiser. Well, don't forget, Ken Shamrock and Kane were former members of the corporation. Uh-oh. Ken Shamrock bringing a ladder from my announcer's table into the apron of the ring. Cover, is that it? And Kane kicked out at 2.5. Ken Shamrock from behind with a right hand. Ever since Ken Shamrock's in-ring comeback, he's lost 2 matches. He's praying and hoping to win this one. Yeah, well, I think that kendo stick made him mad. And Kaiser with a big move on Kane. And Kane rolling out to the floor. A smart move by Kane to roll out to the floor there. And wait a minute. Gunther And oh no, Kaiser. Ken Shamrock on the ladder. He can't do this. Ah! Oh my God. Oh my God. Kaiser just put Ken Shamrock through the ladder. Shades of Mookie D. Luffy and Hollywood Hogan a year ago. Well, how about it last year? And Kane, sidewalk slam on Gunther. Well, Kaiser's dealing with Ken Shamrock. Shamrock reversing the kendo stick, and Shamrock with the Hurricane Rana. Kane almost had Gunther pinned there as Gunther got the left shoulder up at 2.5. Yeah, well, Ken Shamrock from behind. Guitar shot on Gunther. Taking something out of Jeff Jarrett's playbook. Oh, Ken Shamrock aiming right for that kneecap of Kaiser. And Gunther got caught into a spine buster on the broken remains of that guitar. Giovanni trying to help out his boss any way he can, including his team. And now, cover. And Kaiser kicked out at 2.5, got the left shoulder up. And that big Death Valley driver by Gunther got the wherewithal to go for the cover, but Ken Shamrock did what he had to do there to save Kane and keep the matchup going. Yeah, well, what's Gunther going to do now, knowing he meets Ken Shamrock? And again, Kaiser bringing the ladder into play. And Gunther got thrown over the top rope and went legs first on the ladder. My God. I just pray and hope that Gunther didn't suffer an injury there, but oh God, what's Kane going to do? And launching Kaiser face first into the ladder. And then Gunther's got Ken Shamrock up. Powerbomb! Powerbomb! Cover, is that it? No! And Kane with a tombstone on Kaiser. Kane nailed the tombstone on Kaiser. And then Kaiser has got to have a broken neck after that. But I don't think so. Cover of the match. Is that it? 2! And Kane and Ken Shamrock pick up the win. And the ankle lock did the damage. Here are your winners. The team of Ken Shamrock and Kane. That had to feel good for Ken Shamrock to get a little retribution on Imperium as Kaiser meets Kane in a casket match coming up this Sunday. And right now, though, folks, stick around. Coming up next, Ivy Nile in the building with the Creed brothers. As we're being told, she's in one-on-one action against 1F members. We're being told a new signee to ACW. And she's 1F members of Totally Spies. Well, whoever it is, stick around. Coming to you live and next. And we are back live here. And here comes Ivy Nile for this matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the Creed brothers. From Knoxville, Tennessee, Ivy Nile! Well, Ivy Nile set for one-on-one action. We're being told that this new member will be accompanied to ring by Alex and Clover. Looks like Sam is taking a break tonight, from the looks of it, because Sam, oh my, Ivy Nile showing her athletic ability. That hard gym background routine she's been working out. And yet, from the looks of it, our notification still keeps exploding as of late from our fans around the world. And right now, though, folks, they've been getting more requests as of late, and we're bound to fulfill them, no doubt about it. And we're going to fulfill them any way we can here. Uh-oh. Here comes the new member. Who is it? And from Puerto Rico, California, Britt! Well, B. Sam and Clover and Alex's good friend Britt. Also, actually, she's also hailing all the way from Beverly Hills, California, last I checked. Yeah, no doubt about it. The other member of Totally Spies, and the 4th member, no less. Yes, there's Alex, there's Clover, and there's Sam, and we've never seen Britt before until tonight. making her ACW in-ring debut, and what an incredible entrance for Britt tonight. Yeah, well, for Britt's case, I'll make an exception. Oh my. I gotta remain impartial here, folks, because we already know that coming up next after this matchup, Darby Allin will put the Next Generation title on the line in an open challenge, which is still to come. Up next after this matchup's all said and done. Yeah, no doubt about it, as Britt, with an amazing one-legged drop kick right off the corner as she landed on her feet. Yeah, well, Ivy Nile taking on another one-half members of Totally Spies. Sam and Clover and Alex have been undefeated as of late, have not been pinned or submitted. But Britt, on the other hand, is making her ACW in-ring debut. Yeah, well, the colors on her outfit says it all. On her gear is the colors of ACW. No doubt about it. The fans here in Alliance Championship Wrestling have been having a good time here in the ACW arena in Phoenix, Arizona. While Britt, in the meantime, looks to try to fight back here. I think she's got in her body. And Britt, but Ivy with an enziguri sending Britt over the top rope and out to the floor. Yeah, but right in front of the Creed brothers, no less. But Ivy better be careful so she doesn't get disqualified here. Yeah, no doubt about it, our senior official. And oh my God, a crossbody out to the floor. Oh my goodness, here, these fans here in the ACW arena are jam-packed right before this Sunday showdown between Ivy Nile and Alex, with the ACW Women's World title on the line as the champion Alex looks on in support for her best friend Britt. Yeah, but Britt represents Totally Spies as this is her in-ring debut tonight. Referee had a 6 count. Referee had a 7 count here as Ivy Nile brings it back to the ring as Britt was about to do something there. Wait a minute, what's this? I don't know. Ivy from behind. What a German suplex. Caught Britt off guard. The hook of the leg. Is that all she wrote? 2? No. And Britt staying alive here on that one. And right now, though, Britt sending Ivy Nile off the ropes into a standing double stomp. Wow, what a shot. We've never seen anything like that until tonight. And Britt with a power bomb into a knee lift right in the face of Ivy Nile. What a shot. I've never seen anything like that from Britt until tonight. Yeah, well, Britt making her ACW in-ring debut after an amazing performance like that. And Ivy's got her up with that super strength and slams Britt right at ringside, right at the other side of the ring. And well, no doubt about it, as Ivy Nile here has got a lot on her mind here as she's keeping her mindset and focus on Alex. Yeah, but she better keep her eyes on Britt because Britt is an amazing athlete. No doubt about it, with a martial arts style background that we've seen already thus far here in this matchup. Yeah, well, Britt in trouble. Ivy Nile's got something on her mind. There's a martial arts shot of her own right to the leg of Britt, and look out! And Britt sent Ivy Nile over the top rope. And whoa, what a way for Britt to get out of the ring there. Oh man, Ivy Nile did not expect this to happen. I didn't expect this to happen, yet none of us did, as Britt slams Ivy Nile's head off the apron. Ref hit a 4 count here, telling these two gorgeous ladies to get back in the ring. And Britt right now bringing it back to the ring, playing by the rules. Ref hit a 6 count as Britt, in the meantime, in an amazing ring gear here. Ref hit 7. Ref hit 8. Britt needs to get Ivy Nile back in the ring. Ref hit 9. And a 10 count, and Britt wins her in-ring debut. Here's your winner, Britt. Britt won that one by an amazing performance that we've seen these two done tonight. I think the reason why Ivy Nile left the ring because she's seen enough. Well, like she's had enough. But can you imagine what it's going to be like with the ACW Women's World title on the line this Sunday in Vegas? Oh my God. Yeah, a lot can happen with Ivy Nile and Alex But a lot can happen as it is. But folks, stick around. Up next, our main event tonight. As we know, Darby Allin puts the championship on the line in his open challenge, which is still going on. Oh, that matchup is huge. Who's going to step up to the challenge? Find out. Come to you live and next. Ladies and gentlemen, the fun contest scheduled for one fall, and it's for the ACW Next Generation Championship. Well, you heard right from the ring announcer. Welcome back live to our main event. Who stepped up to the challenge? Who's that? I don't know, but it's not Sheamus, because he's in HWF. Wait a minute, I know who that is. It's Mike Hagar. Mike Hagar is assigned to the ACW roster. Well, another surprise, and one accepting challenge. Well, he's new to the roster, all right. We just confirmed that he was signed by Noah Anderson, and of course the founder of ACW Shadow Fiend and Colt 412. Well, what a signing by the founder of ACW Shadow Fiend, GM Noah Anderson, and of course Colt 412. Yeah, well, don't forget, last I checked on Mike Hagar's resume, in a place known as JWF Wrestling, he was a former JWF World Heavyweight Champion. Yeah, but think about this. The man was a former JWF Wrestling superstar in his own right, and last I checked, he even took out the game, Triple H. Yeah, well, what a signing for ACW. We hope to see this man either in a TNW ring or an HWF ring someday. Uh-oh. Here comes the Next Gen Champion and the World Champion. Knowing the World Champion has a huge title defense coming up this Sunday night in a triple threat elimination match against King and the Boogeyman. Yeah, well, if I were King and the Boogeyman, Darby Allin has been on a roll as champion as of late. But after defending the Next Gen title for the past few months, for almost a year now, Darby Allin has been on a roll as champion. No doubt about it, becoming one of the greatest Next Gen champions of all time. His first ever champion was Spike Dudley. Then the Mad Scientist Jeremy had a huge title reign in history in ACW. He held on to it for over 564 days. It was the longest title reign in ACW's history, but it looks like Darby Allin is already going to plan to surpass that record, but who knows what could happen. Well, Spike Dudley held on to the ACW Next Generation title for over 73 days, last I checked. And that's a title reign that will never be equal, knowing the Mad Scientist Jeremy is on a roll in ACW's history along the HWFs. Yeah, no doubt about it. But right now, though, folks, let's take it our ring announcer for introductions between Challenger and the Champion. Introducing the Challenger. From the United States of America, weighing in at 309 pounds, Mike Hagar! And his opponent, from Seattle, Washington, weighing in at 179 pounds, he is the ACW Next Generation Champion and the ACW World Heavyweight Champion, Darby Allin! Well, ring announcer hyped up and ready, and so am I here tonight, as Darby Allin puts the Next Gen title on the line against that man, Mike Hagar, who may end it all tonight. Well, can he end the title reign? Old Darby Allin's title reign continue to grow and try to surpass the record of the Mad Scientist Jeremy. Well, we're bound to find out sooner or later, because Mike Hagar has been champion once before in a different organization's history. No doubt about it. And now Mike Hagar in trouble as Darby Allin continues the offense here, but Mike Hagar with a height advantage, launching Darby chest first right off that top rope. And now Mike Hagar showing off his power. Look at the strength of this man. And a gorilla press slam by Mike Hagar. And a standing elbow drop right to the heart of Darby Allin. Yeah, well, Mike Hagar is dominating Darby Allin. Man, what more could happen here in ACW? I don't know, but power slam? No. And what an arm drag by Darby Allin. Yeah, well, don't forget, though, folks, where it's just been announced this Sunday that Totally Spies still has their open challenge, and it's scheduled to be decided coming up this Sunday in Las Vegas, Nevada, in an open challenge to anybody in the back or somebody new. Yeah, no doubt about it. And it looks like Darby Allin is resorting to his speed any way he can to take out the big man, Mike Hagar. Whoa, for the love of God! A German suplex right on the outside. And Mike Hagar showing a lot of brute strength in this match. But Darby is not giving up here of what's on the line. Well, this championship is all on the line here. Referee at a 3 count. Referee at 4. Referee continuing his count at 5, and Mike Hagar realizing he can't win the title due to a countout or disqualification. Yeah, well, don't forget, Mike Hagar has been through so much in his career. Referee at a 7 count here. Mike Hagar locking up with Darby Allin. And man, Captain McKay Random's got to be loving this match, I'll tell you. Knowing we have Mike Hagar in an ACW ring. Yeah, well, no doubt about it here as Darby Allin being pummeled at the hands of this super heavyweight. But don't forget, Mike Hagar has faced the best. He took on the likes of Kurt Angle. He took on Triple H. And don't forget, the man was a former JWF World Heavyweight Champion. Yeah, no doubt about it. And of course, right now, though, Darby Allin fighting back for everything he's got, knowing this title means to the world, to this man. Knowing he learned a lot from Sting throughout his illustrious career back in AEW's record books. And Darby Allin's caught Mike Hagar into an armbar in the center of the ring. Well, Mike Hagar escaped it. And Mike Hagar's got him in a kick to the gut. Going for the right hand. But Mike Hagar firing back here. And so is Darby Allin, but Mike Hagar continues to dominate. Well, Darby Allin goes for the right hand. Fighting back against the challenger. And a back elbow from Darby Allin. And Darby with an arm drag, and the big man is on 1D here. And down goes Mike Hagar. Darby from the second rope, looking for the coffin drop. Can he hit it? Coffin drop! Connected! Cover! And Darby Allin is still the next generation champion. What a win for Darby! And what an amazing matchup this was. Here's your winner, and still ACW Next Generation Champion, Darby Allin! What an incredible matchup! Mike Hagar arriving to ACW, and Darby Allin surviving an incredible match with that big man right there. Yeah, no doubt about it. We want to thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll see you all this Sunday for ACW Divide and Conquer live from Las Vegas, Nevada. Good fight, good night, and I've been your commentator, MJ. Thanks for joining us, and my God, what a night! What a night here live on ACW Alliance Championship Wrestling, live from the ACW Arena.